Yo, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the TTM talk show, I don't even want to see. This one me like I get in my corporate mode, yeah. So start
Don't
saying
do
shit.
corporate mode. Be.
I know. I'm just being me.
100%,
I'm just being me. But like, it's
100%,
automatic, bro. It's not in me,
Fuck that.
bro. Do
Fuck
you know what it feels
that.
like? It feels like I'm in an interview.
You're not in an interview. This is your show. This is
I
your.
know this is my
this
show.
Is your house as well,
These
bro.
niggas can't tell me
Bro,
shit.
this is your house as well, bro.
Don't give me blood.
All right, let's go.
All right,
2-1, let's go.
yo, guys, welcome to TTM. I'm Ruben, and bro, I don't know why I looked at this iPad, bro. I mean, this shit is vexing me, bro. Bro, you need the iPad there, bro. That's the thing.
Focus.
I actually need to focus. Hold on. I'm just gonna reduce the brightness in it. I need to be focused in it. Yo, guys, welcome to TTM. I'm Ruben, and today I'm joined by my host. I can do this, bro. This is easy. This is easy, bro. Easy.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, guys, welcome to TTM. My name is Ruben DaCosta, and
No, you ain't gonna sit there.
I know.
Bro,
you see,
what's going on,
you see.
Stop.
All right.
Alright, let's go.
I can do this, bro.
All right, 3.
Sometimes it takes like 2 minutes, bro, just to begin.
3.
With. Welcome to TTM. I'm Ruben, and I'm joined by my co-host David. So, the segment of the show that we in is shows that we put each other on. Okay. Essentially, what that is about is we recommend each other shows to watch that we think are either really good or they'll be like amazing or nobody should miss out on. And we'll take some time, watch the shows, come back, and then we'll give our opinions on what we think about the show. So the show I recommended to my brother was actually an anime that I really enjoyed. I feel like it's super underrated. So for those of you anime enjoyers, the title of the show is That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. So bro, tell me right now, what do you think about the show?
The show's great. I haven't finished it, to be fair. I haven't finished the show, but I'm not gonna
What
lie.
season are you in currently? That's
Season 3.
seasons.
I'm in the final season.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'm like in the early season 3. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm not gonna lie. When you first told me about the show, for this gonna be whack.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. The image at the front,
But when
like,
when you look at that show, yeah, I thought, bro, there's no way this is gonna like even scratch like peak. Yeah. I thought, you know what? Don't judge a book by its cover. Just do it and just watch it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it actually like it passed like all expectations. I'm not gonna lie. That was like.
okay. Do you feel like because of like the big shows, you know, like the really popular shows, let's go with like Demon Slayer, Solo Leveling, I mean even the most popular show right now in terms of anime, One Piece, and the level of animation and quality that those type of shows bring, and you hear a title like That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, which tends to fall under the isekai genre and stuff.
Bro,
right?
anytime I heard any reincarnation, I used to think, you're not getting touched. I'm not watching that, bro. I am not watching that stuff. Bro, you know what's funny, yeah? You recommended it, and someone else I know recommended it as well. But the time that they recommended this, I thought, nah, I'm definitely watching this, innit? But then you're telling me to watch it. Like,
I'm saying, nah,
when it's
bro,
you-
you
when-
don't understand.
You know what I mean? But so I'm thinking like, nah, if he's telling me it's good, bro, like we got the same taste. So I'm thinking,
Okay, yeah.
he's telling me something's good. Let me not judge it. Let's just watch it. Cool, I've watched it now, bro. Like the show's just like. It's,
All right. So for people who don't know about the show, how would you like summarize in your
the show.
opinion, basically, like just a quick
one-
recap of the show.
Oh, summarize.
No
Okay.
major spoilers needed, but like.
Okay, so basically the show, because it's gonna sound. It's gonna sound like, you know, when you was explaining it to me first. Like, yeah, bro, it's gonna,
I know, bro. Do you know, it's one of them shows, yeah.
You have to watch
That's
it.
really good when you watch it without any major expectations because it's gonna keep blowing your mind.
Because explanation wise, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Explanation, like when you try vision it with your mind, yeah, you think, bro, this is so mid, like, bro. Like, you know what I mean, yeah? But when you like
The plot sounds mid.
the plot just sounds mid, but when you really watch it, it's like, and you compare it to other stuff that you watched, it's like, bro, this show is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really, I'm actually shocked, like
The consistency.
I'm personally shocked that it's not like spoken about more. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So like, I mean, I watched all 3 seasons of it. I'm
Yeah.
dying for season 4,
Yeah.
but like, I'm gonna try to explain it without butchering it. Yeah. Essentially, a guy dies in real life. Okay, in order to save a friend of his. Okay. He dies, and the way these shows usually go is the person will die in real life, but then they will reincarnate in a world with magic powers. I know, sounds crazy.
Sounds good.
But hear me out. It sounds so goofy, bro. Anyway, he gets reincarnated in a different world. Except, normally you get reincarnated as a human. This guy gets reincarnated as a slime, which just looks like a bowl of gelatin.
Bro, as soon as I heard slime, I thought, we're going downhill. Bro, bro,
But
slime, bro.
his powers are actually insane. So essentially, anything he consumes and analyzes through his body by making contact or swallowing it in some way, shape, or form, he can utilize its powers.
What he's basically saying is, if he could absorb this iPad, innit?
Yeah.
This iPad here, and whatever's on this iPad now belong. It's like it fuses with him, innit? So it's like,
so he can just materialize 15 iPads
he can
on
now
this table
make,
right now.
Like, whatever he needs,
Because he consumed it.
And whatever's in this iPad, he will know as well. Like, it's mad. It's mad.
So he then goes on a journey to try and build his kingdom after he meets a dragon in the cave that he got reincarnated in. He makes a pact, the dragon is sealed, and he tries to release this dragon, and he realizes right now he doesn't have enough power or the ability to release the dragon. He makes friends with the dragon, okay? And he goes on a journey to try and figure out how to save his dragon friend. And this is why it sounds crazy, because I'm explaining this and it doesn't sound good.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're explaining like Shrek or something. I don't know, bro. Like, I
know, bro.
Bro,
just hear me.
We can't say too much. You can't actually say too much. It's more like the point of the story is, the guy dies.
This guy's broken.
The guy dies. He's reincarnated as something you'd think is whack. Yeah?
And he goes on a crazy journey.
And he goes on like on a crazy... it makes you realize like, bro.
But I'm talking about like the level of unpredictability of a journey like One Piece.
Like if you had
you go on One Piece and these guys go on a journey, you don't know what to expect next.
If you had to guess, like if I was to watch that show without someone telling, like, so for example, if I was to stumble upon that show and I watched it with no like how you watched it, innit? No knowledge of it, but I would have mine like would have been gone.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? Because when someone explains it to you, you get the idea. Like I still don't know what's coming, but it's like you get an idea of what the show is. So,
You know All right, so here's what we're gonna do. If you guys are interested, go watch That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime, and then come back to me in the comments. Let me know what you think.
All I'm saying is you're gonna start off like me, bro. I can't lie. I was judging that. I was thinking,
Judge it all you want.
I was thinking,
you're
bro,
gonna come back here and you wanna apologize to me. I
this
swear
is
to
whack.
you.
This is gonna. No, I don't think it's gonna be whack. But I thought, bro, I know it's not gonna be worth my time. But I've got nothing to watch.
It's got pure comedy. Yeah. It's got action.
Okay.
Adventure.
Let me disclose one thing. Actually, I don't know if I should say that, bro. But it's, you know the fan service, isn't it?
No, mention that.
I
think so.
Me personally,
it's an isekai.
Yeah, that's my issue. This is my main issue with shows like this, isn't it? Anime in general, actually, anime as a whole. You see me, I like action, niggas throwing hands, and like good story, innit? Yeah, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, they've got some moments that is like, if you're watching this in public, they're gonna look at you weird, innit?
So like, Dun. Great show, really good show, but they have them fan service moments. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's just still a really good show. Which is why
people think anime watchers are like
weird. But that doesn't mean every single anime watcher is looking for that stuff.
If you didn't grow up with anime, you're not gonna understand anime. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if I stumbled across anime at 20, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna think, oh, cartoon, But it's like, really, if you grew up on it, real niggas will know, innit? You know what I mean? So it's like, bro.
Alright, so,
should we go over to your bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
So basically, actually, I'm gonna ask you, what show did I put you on to, bro?
You put me on Invincible. Right. So Invincible was like nothing I expected.
What would you rate out of 10?
Okay. Out of 10. That's hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, based on where the story is and what I wish in some aspects they would have done, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Yeah, but if you give me 8, I'm gonna have to give you a 9 because I like the show a lot.
Okay. No, but it's only because,
and I don't want
to spoil anything. I feel like they could have done some things better, because one thing that's very apparent in this show is the scaling sometimes looks off.
Oh, well, like how?
yeah, the power scaling sometimes doesn't make sense.
I agree. I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Okay. Besides that, it's a good show because your expectation. So what Invincible is about essentially is about a guy having the will of like fire. Like no matter how many times you bring this kid down, he will always get back up. That's the whole point.
It sounds quite basic when you put it in their heads. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
essentially,
mean?
like the whole point of the story is this guy is invincible.
I mean, it is called Invincible.
Right? He's but essentially, spoilers alert. Okay, it's it's like a parody of Justice League. Okay, so like in this world, we have a Superman, we have a version of Batman, except he's black. We have Aquaman, except he's a fish. We have Superman, wears a cape and everything, can fly, doesn't have laser eyes, but come on, you look at it, and even the symbol he has on his chest isn't like the S for Superman,
it's his own,
but it's his own version of that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like when you look at it, any character you look at in that show will remind you of somebody in the Justice League, even a Martian. Like quite literally, they got a Martian there as well, right? And I thought, I don't know. Like this shows it. Like if I wanted to watch Justice League, I would just go watch Justice League. You know what I mean? But except what this show does is they do what Justice League should have done. There are actually very realistic moments that I never expected to either see, because this show can get quite gory. I'm talking about heads flying off,
I'm not gonna lie.
arms.
If you don't like blood, you don't like broken bones, don't advise you to watch the show, innit?
Right.
But if you're into like,
fighting,
proper throwing hands.
because I'm talking about like you watch like this show is insane because like you have to get comfortable with watching a lot of people die.
They don't hesitate to kill in there.
I'm talking guts flying everywhere.
Children.
It's kind of like the animated version of The Boys. If you've watched that show,
that's a great comparison.
Yeah, it's the anime version of The Boys. It can get gory, okay? But essentially, the story is about this Superman being an alien from space who came to Earth and went on a mission to help and protect humans. At least that's what you get led to believe in. And I don't want to spoil any further than that. But your main protagonist is his son, whose name is Mark, and he's half human, half whatever his dad is, right? Yeah. Which I don't want to spoil. And what you end up with is Mark grows up for at least his first 17 years of his life as a normal person. So he doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have anything. He's just like a normal kid going to school, doing everything normally. And what he's actually waiting on is for his powers, like his dad, to awaken. So you would have two Supermans in the show. This is the same thing as if Superman found a girl, got her pregnant, and now we're just waiting for the kid to have his superpowers. This is essentially it.
This
right?
is literally like...
But the story has a massive plot twist. Okay? And I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Because I don't want to spoil any more.
Because if you go any further, it's going to be like, they're going to know.
Yeah.
So it's like...
at some point in turn, he's going to have to figure out how to be a superhero. And there's a lot of things like, because he's really trying to figure out how to use his powers. And you can imagine if you go from just being able to, I don't know, just do your normal actions like open cabinets and doors and whatever, and then suddenly you got your superpowers, your doors flying off.
You can fly to the moon, bro.
You can fly to the moon and back and stuff like that. That's quite shocking and that's quite dramatic, I guess, in your life is not the same anymore.
No, of course, isn't it?
And his dad can have a tough way of parenting, I guess. That's the way I could put it. Tough love is what I would call it. If it's even love.
He was I don't want to say too much.
He was rough, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, to show your son.
You can't tell him, bro.
Yeah, I can't. Anyway, it's insane, okay? I would indeed recommend watching it, okay? Don't put it off your mind because I just said it is like Justice League. But it is like you can see similarities in there. It's just I feel like they've done Justice League's job much better.
Yeah, but me in general, I can't lie. I don't know, like anyone that's watched Justice League's cool, but it's got its massive flaws in it. So it's like,
exactly. So they basically looked at the mistakes and went, do you know what? We're gonna do what these guys couldn't do, and we're actually gonna bring you in a show without copywriting.
Yeah, literally.
Because their story is unique. It's just powers are quite similar in characters.
they have a comic in it. So, like, you can either, if you like reading books, go read the books. I'd say.
Yeah, you can go read the comics.
And you can go through that much quicker. There's no delay in seasons. There's no like, oh, I don't like this animation, or I don't like this audio. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
because animation gets an upgrade in season 2.
It does, to be fair.
And stuff. So like, it's quite visually.
If you like books, you can go read it. To be fair, it's down to you, innit? But in general, we don't want to tell you too much because then at this point you may as well watch the show from our mouths. But you know what I mean? But it's like,
okay, let's leave it then.
If you like it, try it. If you don't, then literally.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's get into Would You Rather. Woo! I got some spicy ones today, bro.
We're back.
All right.
We're back.
Are you ready?
Last time, you hit me with some hard shit. I'm not gonna.
Okay. He's here for revenge. But let's see. So essentially, how this is gonna go is I'm gonna ask him a would you rather question. All right. And he's gonna have to answer what he would rather do, and then I will also have to answer my own question that I sent to him, and what I would rather do if it was me instead. Now we might agree, we might disagree, and we can break down our reasons as to why we would actually rather do A over B, essentially. All right, so I'm gonna hit the lead with his first question, and bro,
hit me.
Would you rather
Yep.
lose all your teeth?
Not great.
Or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone?
But I was trying to think, I was trying to think with logic. I was thinking, okay, cool. I could just not kiss anybody again, innit? But then I would have no teeth. So nobody want to kiss me. You know what I mean? But then I was thinking like, bro, what kind of question is this?
So, bro, you either lose your teeth, as in you'll be toothless, like the dragon.
Lose? What do you mean? Lose what? What did I lose again? What's the other bit?
So you either lose your teeth.
A day of my life. So
as in like every time you smoosh someone,
I'm losing like.
Now your life is getting cut out like Luffy.
Okay, so my life's like. Every time I kiss someone, bruv. So that can be anyone, like kids, my kids, like.
Yeah, you can't kiss your kids, you can't kiss your girl, you can't kiss your grandma, you can't kiss
mad.
nobody, bro.
That sounds mad though.
Or every time you kiss, you have to come to terms with understanding that your life is getting shaved every single time.
I'm gonna just have to tell wife you can't kiss no more.
It is what it is. Me personally,
I'll say kiss.
I need my teeth.
Exactly.
I need to eat.
Oh, you could get dentures though. If you got the bread.
You could get veneers.
Yeah.
I don't even know how
but
veneers
the point,
work
I
when
feel
you have
like
no teeth.
cheating in that. I feel like the point is we know we could never get teeth again. Gotta make it extreme, innit? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Losing your life
Of any kind. Okay, that's
what I mean?
fine.
So like,
bro, I'm not losing a day of my life. I'm just not kissing, bro.
I'm just not kissing.
I'm just not kissing. No lip sync, no nothing, bro.
Bro, have you ever been?
I'm a priest.
No, bro, I naturally.
Amen.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I naturally like if I'm chilling with a girl, bro, I'm a kisser, bro.
But you ain't. Bro, if every single fucking time you're kissing, you're losing a day of your life, you forget. This guy in 1 month takes 10 years of his life.
I swear, bro. 1 month, give me 1 hour, bro.
That's crazy,
bro. Yeah, I would forget though. I feel like it's but you can't lose your teeth. How are you gonna eat, bro? You can't eat meat. You're gonna have to eat soup and everything's gonna have to be like mushy.
Nah, bro, I need my teeth. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I love my food. I just can't kiss, bro. She's gonna have to understand. That's what true love is about.
She can kiss me here though.
Yeah, she can kiss you.
But she just can't kiss my lips.
No, you can't kiss her.
I can't kiss her.
You can't go mwah.
So I can't kiss her back. She can just.
Yeah, she can kiss back. She can do anything to you.
I just.
No. She can't kiss you in the lips. That's still a kiss.
Alright, so any contact with my lips is gone. Okay, cool.
Yeah. No kissing.
I'm gonna just have to find an alternative, innit?
There's no alternative.
Shake hands.
Well, you can kiss a doll. I don't fucking know. Like, it didn't say. Like, it's just someone.
Is it
like
someone? Yeah, okay, it has to be a person.
You can kiss your dog, I guess.
I can't even kiss.
No. Your dog counts. I don't care. You can't kiss nobody.
Yeah, some people like kissing. So, yeah, it's gonna have to be the kiss, bro. I can't lie. She's gonna
have to be the kiss? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? I know. I'm sorry. I know.
Bruh. Look.
This is dangerous.
No. I can't have people know what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you may as well.
I don't give a shit what you find in my goddamn history. It is what it is.
That's my history.
Yeah, you went and searched. You went and found out. You looked for what you wanted to find.
Your history is probably as bad as mine. You know what I mean?
My history is bad, but I got no shame in it because my foot's live. Nah, you don't want that.
Nah, I can't lie.
You don't want that.
Fourth is crazy.
Fourth is great.
Bro,
Imagine, yeah, you're just walking. You look like, damn, that ass is crazy. But everyone's looking at you.
Bro, have you ever thought, have you ever thought something so crazy you had to check yourself? Like, nah, the feet.
What am I even thinking? Nah, bro.
Be like, nah, the feet, stop doing that, bro.
Some things, are just better left up here, not shed.
I feel like some thoughts are so loud that it feels like, bro.
You can't, bro. I can't have.
Like,
bro, imagine trying to argue with someone.
But you lost.
Stop, bro.
You lost, bro.
There's no winning that.
Imagine if you try to fight someone. He can read your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go left. Bah. That's crazy, bro.
Nah,
bro.
Nah, thoughts is crazy. I can't lie, bro.
Thoughts
Take my history. Take it.
I don't care, bro.
Bro.
Fine. Hey, my internet history is there for the world to see.
I use VPN anyway.
It's gonna be no, but they'll know. They'll just know your history.
Oh yeah, true.
They'll just know what you've been up to.
True, but yeah, man.
My question essentially. All right. Next one. This one's gonna have you just rethinking everything. Okay, this is crazy. All right, bro. Would you rather?
Yep.
Buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
You must have mad, but this is just the L.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. I tell you right now, I couldn't do neither, bro.
How used are we saying?
I don't know, bro. I don't even want to think about it, bro.
Underwear's peak, man.
That's crazy. David, though, toothbrushes.
Can't share boxes, bro.
You can share toothbrushes.
I'm still brushing your teeth, though. I don't know.
Oh, no, bro.
What if it's used by my girl? What if it's used by my girl?
I don't know.
That's still bad, I can't lie, but...
Bro, it's just...
Bro, underwear's crazy, bro.
But
no one's gonna know, though, innit?
No one's gonna know, but you know, that's like, crazy.
How used to be... Because, bro, you could be saying used, like... Bro, that shit stains on my boxes. I'm gonna go meet a girl.
Cool. The only used underwear is, like, in this type of situation, that would use is if someone purchased it...
And they just tried them on.
They tried them on and took it off.
That's
the only thing
I'm accepting.
I'm accepting.
Because it's truthful there, so I guess we're talking the extreme of the extreme.
Oh, no. If it's the extreme of the extreme, I'm going to have to
there's
do
no way,
toothbrushes, bro.
Because,
I'm gonna have to
no
do
one's going to
toothbrushes.
know. No one at the end of the day will know that. Bro, I've seen some people share toothbrush on Instagram.
No, but... Bro.
And that's mad. But I'm saying, like, bro, underwear, bro.
Underwear's mad.
Underwear can affect you.
Underwear
can affect you outside
bro,
of your
some
home.
niggas don't clean their asses, bro. Underwear would kill me, bro.
I'm saying underwear can...
I'm just going commando, bro. Fuck underwear.
Yeah. What?
Commando.
So you're going to buy all the used underwear, not use them?
I know, bro. Oh, it's so disgusting.
No, I'm saying, I'm taking toothbrush for sure. 100%. Could you change heads?
Bro,
the electric ones.
There's all these sheds
cool,
though,
she used it first, but I'm using it after. So, but
madness, bro.
Yeah, apart from nah, bro, it can't be stranger toothbrush.
But that's the point. Stranger underwear, stranger toothbrush.
I've seen some toothbrushes. They look like they're fighting battles. So
yeah, but but if it's the worst of the worst with the underwear, it has to be the worst of the worst with the toothbrush. I'm talking about everybody in Huntington use that toothbrush. And now she's
nah.
Oh, everyone use the underwear.
Oh,
I'm just saying, bro. No matter how you look at this situation, this is just nasty.
I see some dirty guys.
Bro,
some dirty guys. I can't shit underwear.
Oh, bro, I'm fighting demons. I'm telling you right now, I'm buying all used underwear and I'm not wearing it.
No, but you have to wear it.
Commando!
No, you have to wear it, bro.
If I have to wear it, I'm going toothbrush. I'm going toothbrush, bro.
So you want to share the same toothbrushes? Homie down the road, yeah? Wait.
What, so you want to wear underwear
I don't want to wear shit, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But if you have to do it, you have to do it,
If
bro.
I have to do it, then yeah, it has to be the toothbrush. I don't see. I don't.
It has to be toothbrush, bro.
If you're taking
it's
another
disgusting,
option,
but it's way less disgusting than the other disgusting.
If you're taking another option, you must be a psychopath, bro. Underwear. Hey.
I can't. Underwear is something that should
Bro,
never
underwear
be
will affect you outside of your home. You know what I'm saying?
everyone-
Outside of your home, yeah.
Bro, it was...
Nobody will know.
Bro, the smell on that thing, bro.
But nobody will know that.
People will know, bro. There's no way people will
No, I'm
not
talking
know.
about nobody will know about the toothbrush. Toothbrush,
Okay.
nobody will know, innit? I mean,
How
to
you
be fair, if that toothbrush got used by everyone here, but I'm surprised the toothbrush is even standing in it. But like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's toothbrush, bro.
I'm definitely taking toothbrush.
Toothbrush. I don't think this is a debate.
This is not a debate at all.
You go.
I bought my back. So my next
Would you
question.
rather, bro?
Are you ready? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready. Alright, cool.
Hit me up.
Would you rather buy 10 things that you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store? I know this is important because you have a house, bro. So every time you go shopping, bro.
Every time I go shopping,
Yeah.
I buy 10 things that I don't need.
Yeah. Or always forget that
Or
one thing.
always
that you need.
forget the one thing that I need.
But you're turn mad, bro.
Bro, let me put it this way, yeah? In real life, my day to day, it literally is what happened. I'll go for the shop
Yeah.
to buy some noodles,
Yeah.
yeah? And I'll end up buying everything that I don't need plus the noodles.
Why?
Because I'm just like that, bro. I get there. Because, like, sometimes, yeah, you don't outright think about what you want.
Yeah.
So you get to shop and go, oh,
this is-
because you
yeah.
didn't think about it. You know what I mean? So I always buy the things I don't need every single time by default,
Yeah.
right? And imagine always forgetting the one thing you need. You get back home, you remember that you forgot that. So now you can go to the shop and get that. Or will you always not?
Because you always forget, you will not buy that one thing. So
No. I mean, you'd go home and then be mad that you forgot, and then you wouldn't be asked to go back to the shop. I would go.
until you try again, you got.
No, but I'd just rather buy the 10 things I don't need because I'm like that. I'm already wired like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, because I don't always
'Cause I
think
feel like,
about
bro,
in
if-
much detail what I want.
If you needed rice, let's say you needed rice, and you've gone there 10 times and you forgot to get the rice, but you're gonna get mad. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah. But me personally, I'd rather just be able to just, get the thing that I need plus all the 10 things that I
fair.
normally get.
That's fair.
Yeah, but that's just me. That's just because I just naturally forget.
I hear it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not that consistent. That's crazy. I'm not. I need a list. I'm one of them. Yeah, who needs a list so that I do not get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, in what I'm there for.
Because you start looking.
Because I'll start saying, bro, them
bro, shall I
3
grab
for
that?
1 deals.
Oh,
I'm
shall I
telling
grab
you.
that? Shall I grab that?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
And then like when you
Ow.
get there, you start forgetting, bro. Bro.
That's me. All right. So, let's talk about what happened to your boy here. So, for those of you who don't know, I had one of the nastiest accidents you could possibly have. Would you agree with that?
Depends.
Okay.
In terms.
So, like, essentially,
it's not good, and it's
was it like 3 weeks ago, maybe? Let's go with like 3 weeks ago.
yeah, coming to a month now.
3 weeks, nearly a month ago. Yeah, man. I dislocated my knee. So currently, I mean, it's not apparent, but I'm done, bro.
If he played footy, yeah, you know what time it is.
Right now, man, I got a brace on my leg. You guys can't see me sit right now, but I'm sitting in a very awkward position because my leg has to be straight the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? But essentially, what happened is we were going out, family walk, walking around the coast, and the tide had gone out. So we started walking towards the sea to try and find the water. Had gone out.
Bear in mind, you can't, bro. When I was walking there, couldn't see no sea, bro. Bro.
It was miles away.
Oh,
we walked at least like 2 miles in. Okay.
Bro, it was just.
And still no sight
It
of
was
the
just
ocean.
coast. I've got a picture of where we started. Yeah, we can even show them. Yeah, I've
It's
got a picture.
crazy.
Yeah, of like the first picture I took when we got there. Yeah, but there's no sea over there.
Yeah,
Bro.
it was just like, honestly, you wouldn't be able to tell that the tide comes back up. You just think it's just the ocean's just really far. Anyway, so we were walking We're walking.
This is
and
the
then
first picture I took. Where did you see this?
that's madness.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy. We were walking, and there was like a little stream, okay, a little stream of water, and this stream of water came across along our path, and it was stopping us from obviously getting to the other side. Now, me and my brother, we had wellies that day, um, and we had family and friends with us, and essentially, a friend of ours' mum, right? I think that's the best way I can put it. She didn't have wellies, and she needed help crossing, right? So your boy thought, let me be nice in it. So at this point, I'd already crossed this low stream of water, and I already crossed back now to come get her. And one thing that was apparently clear was when you try to step on this, especially with wellies, it felt like you were walking on like a
Books on, isn't it? Like,
no but like tape, like you've ever seen like insects stuck on like duct tape or something. You know what I mean? It's like a sticky floor.
basically, every time
You step, you're going.
foot stuck.
It's like your foot's like stuck.
And you know,
right?
like the boots, they're not like it's not like your normal shoe. When you wear a shoe, yeah,
It's like gripped.
Your foot's in the shoe, right? When you're wearing the boots, your foot is still maneuvering inside the.
Yeah, a bit. Although my wellies were like a more snug fit.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So mine were like custom in it. Your boy goes
I
above
can't
and
like, my
beyond.
foot was all over the place.
Yeah, cause, I mean, but don't want your wellies in it. You were boring, son.
Yeah, they
So
were
like
like
for
size.
him, it was like oversized, but for me, it was like snug fit. Thing is, if you stopped for like even a second, you would get stuck. But when we were crossing, or when I was crossing, and at this point, I had already crossed twice. Okay, going across, checking, coming back, and I was fine because I never stopped. I just kept walking quickly. So I thought, you know what? Let me piggyback my mate's mum. So get on my back. She's not heavy at all. Your boy can squat.
Pause.
And I thought, all right, that's great, isn't it? This will be easy. So I'm trying to cross, yeah. And as we were crossing, my foot was like getting stuck because obviously the added weight, right? I'm already 95 kilograms. All right, this lady was probably around what, 60?
Yeah, you're not light, but
I'm not light. I'm not, but like, I didn't
like,
take that into consideration,
Yeah, but you wouldn't think of that because.
But it wasn't bothering me.
It's like you're walking
Like she was
normal, yeah.
light to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like to me, this was like no different. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that before my arms are like balancing like this, right? But
when you're walking,
this time I'm like this. I'm
you're
like,
more restricted to balance.
yeah, I'm more restricted. Anyway, so I was walking, and someone in front of me stopped, right? Because there was multiple people also crossing, right? But I was walking behind someone else whilst I'm piggybacking my mate's mum. And we had already walked like 90% of the way. So I'd already gone past like the major bits. Right? And where I stopped was like maybe like 2 steps.
What killed me is the point that we got to was way easier than when we had just walked. Like
what I mean.
What we had walked, there was like you had to even like jump some stuff.
Yeah, there was things to jump, and it was like
water, bro.
There was like these makeshift bridges and stuff. It was way more dangerous. Everything else we had done prior,
and
you could stream.
You could now see the waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The waves like they were still far off. Like they were still like at least 10 minutes away. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you.
More than 10, bro.
It was a long walk still, but you could
crazy.
see them now. They were like in the horizon still, so you can imagine how far this tide's gone out, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'd already walked 90% of the way, but at this point, the person in front of me had stopped, right? And my legs were like not in a good position. Like I was standing like that. Like my legs were spread. Instead of being like standing like this, I was standing like that. It was awkward. Yeah.
You're in a weird position.
I'm in an awkward position. My left leg is in front. I'm right-footed. So my stronger leg, I would say, or the leg that I have better control of, is behind me. So I'm at the disadvantage because my supporting leg is my back foot. All right. Where I would have much rather be balanced on my right leg. Anyway, I'm glad it wasn't the case.
Yeah, of course.
Because if it was my right leg right now, like being done dirty, this situation would have been even worse for me personally. Yeah. Anyway, my foot or both my feet are stuck. So what do? I try with all my might to get my right foot off. Yeah, the one that's back there stuck. At first, I'm thinking maybe I can get my foot off of the welly, like slide it out, because my welly is going to be stuck. Obviously, my feet and socks, everything's going to be wet, but that's much better than being stuck in the current situation I'm in, right? So I try to take my foot off. It doesn't quite like come off, so I realized, okay, I'm going to have to pull the whole welly from under this quicksand style mud type of thing. Because like obviously it's like a stream of water, so it's clear. But as soon as you start moving, it gets like really muddy really quickly. So guess what? I pull my right foot off, right? So at this point, everything is just so still in piggyback. Everything's just balancing on my left leg, and I fall back.
But I looked at him like you had one job. You had one job, bro.
Bro, my aura points
If
were
you
like
had,
up there.
yeah, bro.
If I had aura, my aura was like up there.
It was calm, yeah.
No, because being the guy who offered to help,
No,
I got
the
already
thing
crossed
is,
twice,
you know
bro.
what's mad, yeah? When we was there, yeah, I didn't even see this conversation. I just turned around, yeah. I just turned around.
And I'm just piggybacking.
I'm looking at you, and you're piggybacking someone. I'm thinking, right, great. That's
Yeah, casual, innit?
cool. Then, I think I must have walked a bit into the water. Because I remember I was playing with the dog. Yeah. And the ball was in the water. So now I'm looking at you like, so let's say I'm facing you like this. Like I'm facing you, but you're sideways, innit? Because you're trying to go forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To me, you're sideways, innit? Cool, yeah. So I'm thinking, cool, he's gonna get across. But the person obviously that was in front of you, like you couldn't get across, innit? So you're waiting for them to move, and then I just see you like try and just fall. I said, no.
Oh my lord,
said-
yeah. Let me tell you something, yeah?
Because bro, bear in mind, this is the first time we're meeting these people, bro.
Bro, but you just dropped your mate's mother. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's why I said.
Like, this is what's going through my head.
That's why I said, yeah.
I'm actually going like, and she fell on the water, guys. Like, you don't understand. She, piggyback, fell back with me in the water. Now, that wasn't the worst of the situation.
I looked at you and said, fly, yeah.
I said,
boy.
my aura points have gone to minus.
I said, bro, you
100 minimum.
I said, bro, you should have just walked.
I was vexed, bro. But guess what? I'm on the floor. But what everyone doesn't know at this point in time is that I know for a fact my knee was gone. Now I know that. I know. I literally felt the block, and I knew I didn't have any more like of the feeling you'd normally have of the bend motion. It was just locked out of place. So I heard it and felt it, except I didn't scream. So I just looked like I fell back and my knees bent, right? But instead, my bad knee is like completely locked in the like 90 position. So it's like locked, right? I couldn't bend it back and I couldn't bend it forward. It was like my knee was displaced and my leg was just bent and I just looked like I was sat with one knee bent and the other leg straight.
Yeah,
right? Right. So I look at him and I say, yo, bro, just so you know, my leg is fucked. And he's like,
I said, bro, you're good, bro.
it doesn't look like it. It just looks like I'm sitting down with my knee up, bro.
I said, bro, you're good, bro. What are you talking about?
Yes.
I went over there. Yeah. And then like, obviously like,
I'm like, yo, bro,
he's cool.
You
like,
need to feel my leg,
you understanding, yeah? In the moment, he's calm. I'm not saying if this ever happens to you, you should panic in it. But natural reaction, like if you dislocate your wrist, you're gonna look, oh, like, what the heck? You're gonna be like mad, innit?
A lot of people panic. A lot of people scream. A lot of people aren't. Because let me just make this clear. It hurt like a motherfucker. It wasn't like, it hurt like hell when it happened, right? Because I come to find out later that what I actually done is I ruptured my tendon on top of dislocating my knee.
It was gone.
So my tendon had completely severed, okay? And I don't know if any of you ever had any...
What was it, your patella?
Yeah, so my patella tendon ruptured, right? I'll put an image on the screen for you guys to sort of see what I mean by that. But like, that thing had ruptured. So that means my quadriceps had no connection to my lower half of my leg. I could feel my toes, I could feel my ankle, I could do all those sort of movements, but I didn't have the so like from quad to chin connection.
So imagine this is your thigh, this is your shin. So like everyone knows what their kneecap is, the patella, yeah. Basically, imagine if this got pulled up here. So whatever you've got here that's connecting your thigh to your shin and like your kneecap,
it's no longer there.
To that basically, you know how your leg bends, yeah? It's not there. So basically, your leg's just stuck like this, and you can't. Well, if your leg was like in that position, if your leg was in this position, it would have been stuck like this. But if because your leg was in this position, you were stuck like that basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm not panicking. I'm just calm. I'm on the floor. I just realized I lost 100 points of aura. I'm trying to gain it back, so I'm just firming it.
Wait.
You know? So I'm quiet. People are just like, wow.
It was more like, I felt embarrassed like I was you. It was weird,
Yeah, I
bro.
know it. That shit hurt me. And you know what's crazy? I'm looking at everyone and I'm going, someone needs to put it back. I need to get my aura back. Someone needs to put my knee back. So I'm asking everyone, does anyone know how to pop a knee back in place? Everyone's looking at me like, nah, bro. Nah, I don't think we should do that.
I
I said, bro, just straighten my leg.
I
'Cause
said, bro,
this sensation of not having your tendon anymore whilst your leg is locked in that position, it felt like I no longer had control to do this motion. So I could no longer bend out, okay? So my leg was just bent, and I couldn't even push my leg to straighten it. So someone has to literally come in, grab your entire leg, and straighten it for you because you no longer have that motion and you can't do it.
You can't like, how you bend your leg, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If this is your leg.
So I'm like, damn. So he straightens my leg out. I'm like, okay, I feel much better now.
But when
My knee looks like it's back in place. I'm trying to adjust
but in
it.
this moment, I still didn't I didn't realize.
I don't think he still realized
until I touched his knee. Like when I touched his knee, I said, "Yo, I don't feel like a kneecap." You know what I mean?
Because there was none.
But there was
My kneecap was in my quads, man.
Yeah, bro, your knee, yeah, it was gone.
It was
bro.
crazy.
And it was just like, imagine if you grabbed a limb, yeah, so like a leg, and it's just dropping. So it's like he had no control over it. Like, his leg is just doing like that. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, okay, this is not good now, innit?
Yeah. And then keep in mind, this whole time, yeah, we're still 2 miles out from shore.
We're
Like,
stuck.
not even towards the ocean now. We want to go back, but we're 2 miles behind now. So I'm thinking, all right, this holiday, this little walk, this family trip, whatever this is over right now. I cannot do this anymore. So I'm thinking, okay.
You're in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. I'm already like, all right, we're gonna have to figure something out. So I tried to put my own knee back in place because nobody wanted to do it. I just asked for help to try and get up. I get up, and
I reckon he made it worse, for sure.
I tried to take a step,
Bro.
and I fell
But
on the
fell
floor
again.
all
Hey,
over
yo.
again, and re-popped it back out of place.
What's that?
It was the
bear in mind,
craziest
yeah.
shit, bro.
Bear in mind, yeah, you fell once.
And now I fell twice,
You
bro.
fell once, yeah, with the guy's bum.
Oh my
You
lord,
get back
bro.
up and you fall again.
I'm talking about, yeah, I just lost my aura, regained my aura because I kept quiet,
He was about to. Yeah.
stayed strong, was stoic. I had everything under control, under wraps, just for me to fall all over again and re-popping it back out of place.
That was so.
At this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, yo, will I ever be able to walk again?
But that's
So
when,
everyone's panicking, right?
nah. Not all of us.
Bro,
Nah.
a lot of people, bro, there was
A
people
lot
on
of
the
people,
floor.
yeah, a lot of
There was a
people-
lot of people on the
Nah, a
floor
lot of
going, yo, I can't even look. I can't even look.
Nah, a lot of people were panicking, yeah. But I can say,
Like some people couldn't even handle looking at the knee. Right, so a lot of people are like panicking at this point, right? And I'm just staying calm. I'm not making any noise. I already fell, so they had to re-straighten my leg again. And then I had the bright idea of like, I mean, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like at that moment, I was thinking, how am I gonna walk out of here? Luckily, because I was walking my dogs, I happened to have a sleep lead. And what I did is I just strapped the lead on my foot and I pulled it forward, so like it maintained my leg straight the whole time. Okay, I just had the rope in front of my foot, and I was just
It's hard to
holding
explain.
it.
That one there-
Like it's
that one
extremely
there you
hard
have
to
to see,
explain.
innit?
Like
That
you're
one there.
standing, and you have the rope, like sort of rope straight, tied to your foot, and I'm keeping my leg straight because I cannot do the bend motion. Like if I even bent a little bit, it would pop right back out of place. So my leg needed to be straight the whole time. Whilst this is happening, he's on one side, supporting me, and I got another friend on the other side supporting me, and we are now making our way back.
that's a journey, bro.
Whilst everyone else is trying to make contact with the emergency services. So they were thinking of getting a helicopter because where we were, cars couldn't access it. This was like treacherous terrain. Okay, this was like complex. It was very complex to get there in the first place. And like we said, it was a lot more dangerous with everything else before, prior to this dumb stream where this happens. Okay, so I'm thinking, how are these guys gonna even get here on the stretcher? And even if they get here on the stretcher, how are we even gonna get back? Because again, I'm 95 kg, bro.
You gotta walk.
Like, I don't care how strong you are. You're not going to pick me up and be able to carry me all the way back to the car park, 2 miles off, yeah, on a stretcher with all the jumps you're going to have to do. It was not a comfortable thing. So I'm thinking, let me try to walk back as far as I can in it, try to make the job easier for everyone else. I'm thinking the helicopter's on its way, right? Mind you. So We're walking. At this point, I think we walked a mile in now.
No, we didn't walk that far. Back.
Nah, bro, I think we did more than half, bro.
Back to back.
I think we did so.
When we walked back, we walked like one bridge. No. We walked 2 bridges.
Yeah, 2 bridges.
2 bridges, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like at least a mile, bro. Because let me tell you something, yeah. I was already thinking, because obviously we had to stop because my leg was hurting. Right, I'm just hopping pretty much on one leg because the other leg's not doing anything. I'm not applying any pressure. I'm not stepping on it. I'm maintaining it straight, but that leg is constantly like in the air whilst these guys support me. So I'm doing everything with one leg. All right. So at this point, I'm just like, bro, I'm dying. Like my cheeks are hurting, bro. This was like glute.
What's that? My cheeks are hurting.
No, bro, because bro, like you're just hopping on one leg, yeah. Your ass is going, yo, I don't care about this, bro. You never worked your ass in the gym. You're not ready for this. This is like first day at the gym,
bro.
Like I knew I was gonna be sore the next day.
Now the journey was long.
The journey was crazy.
Because,
anyway,
if it happened to someone else, God forbid, innit?
But if it happened,
let's say if it happened to me, innit, it would have been easier because I'm way lighter than you, and then like you and Thingy could have.
I could probably like if we put you laying down, I think we could probably.
I think I could have been piggybacked.
Yeah, or something. Yeah. That we didn't want to risk that. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like the problem was, the bridges didn't help as well. I'm not gonna lie. Even though the
bridges is like it's not like a wide bridge. This is like it's like a V-shaped bridge.
And if it's one person
with a plank in the middle, and it's one person at a time. It's that narrow.
Bro,
Meaning when I had to get on the bridge, I had no support, and I basically had to just use my arms and keep myself in the air, basically with my legs straight, and just carry myself across the bridge, get to the other side, and then have some support on the other side. It was that crazy. This is how treacherous the
But what killed me, is they said they were going to send a helicopter, bro. I thought I was going to get a free helicopter ride.
Yeah, this guy's getting excited. Like, yo, I'm going to get in a helicopter. Because obviously you're allowed to bring one person with you. So I'm thinking, okay, this helicopter's coming, so like we might as well just stop here, innit? No, actually, no. Everyone just goes, you know what? You've walked enough. Your legs are hurting. Let's just chill. All right, let's just do like a little picnic or something. And we'll just wait for the helicopter to come. I'm sitting down. I'm getting cold. My feet are getting cold.
We're all dirty, bro. I was filthy that day, bro. I was wearing wellies.
It was nasty work,
full of dust.
And you know what's crazy,
bro?
Like I'm waiting for the helicopter. My friends. So his mother was there, but also his grandma was there. So his grandma, sweet old lady, right?
She was amazing.
She was trying to help, but I don't know how to put this. I was struggling because I'm trying to get my aura back. Yeah.
Aura.
She took my socks off and started massaging me, which that was the nicest massage ever. But at the same time, I felt so.
You felt guilty, innit?
I felt so guilty,
bro. Now you know what it is,
I felt so guilty. You don't understand. She was massaging me, and I'm like, no, please, don't, please. And she just didn't care. She just kept massaging my foot.
No, but she was a legend for that.
I was in heaven and hell at the same time.
I know, because you felt like
I felt like, am I milking this? Am I abusing this? But I'm not. I'm not asking for this. It's just, she was being so nice. And she was like, you don't need to be tough. It's okay. But I'm trying to be tough.
But you didn't have to be tough, bro.
God damn.
The only thing I would say, don't cry.
Because now I wasn't crying, but I was like, damn.
Now if you cry,
So she's sorting me out. She's massaging my foot. She's getting that warmth back, Because at this point, like, hypothermia is hitting me.
You know what killed me, You know what killed me? Your foot was ashy, bro. I felt bad.
Yeah, obviously, innit? Being black, you guys don't understand,
I felt bad for
because obviously, we are like, all this thing is happening like in water, right?
Yeah, your foot.
So obviously, now that I'm walking back, I can't have my wellies on, So I'm stepping on the floor, as in with my just socks.
Yeah, with just
socks. So my socks are getting wet. It's getting dirty. So it's like, I was like, please don't take my socks off. She takes my socks off, and I'm ashy. Because at this point, we already walked a mile in. So my feet are like getting dry. And like, I was like, bro, I have no lotion, I have nothing. I mean, at this point,
your foot was cooked, bro.
But I was like, bro, and then she's massaging me, bro.
They even gave you another pair of socks.
I was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Damn. Anyway, we wait 40 minutes, no helicopter. Turns out they think, do you know what? Since you guys are walking back, we don't need to send the helicopter. I'm thinking, okay, they changed their minds. They're gonna send the ambulance. No, they didn't even send that. Instead, they sent me the Coast Guard.
Coastal Guard, bro.
They sent me the Coastal Guard, and I'm thinking, all right. So the Coastal Guard is thinking we are like out, pretty much at sea at this point. Yeah, or they're thinking that the tide's coming back, and we are still all the way back there. What they didn't know is we already walked a mile in. right? I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna send, two big guys. I mean, we already told them they're my weight, innit? I'm 95 kg. What did they send? They sent a guy half my size and a lady. She was sweet, okay, but I knew she couldn't pick me up.
You know what? Yeah.
Is that fair?
Respect to them, to them guys, innit?
Like,
respect to them guys for coming out. Yeah.
I was thinking they're not taking this situation seriously.
In the same amount of time that it took them to get there, yeah, me and Thingy could have taken you all the way back to the car park.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
And I was vexed because, like, obviously when they arrived there, they're giving you like the whole like, we're gonna ask you all these questions. They're gonna sound dumb, blah blah blah. We need to ask all these questions because it's part of the procedure. My leg is hurting. I'm in pain. I just want to get back to the car park. Do you understand me? And these guys are stopping me here.
At this point, you just
after I've sat there. No, because here's the thing. When I was walking, yes, my leg was hurting. Yes, my glutes were fighting for their lives. But let me tell you something. I was warm. Now we stopped for 40 minutes. Hypothermia is hitting me. Grandma's out here just massaging my foot.
Flipping windy, bro.
Yeah? It's windy as hell. And they sent me this team. And I know for a fact they can't pick me up. So they look at these guys and go, good thing we have a lot of strong men around. And I'm like, all right, so how are we going to do this? Oh, yeah, we're going to put you on the stretch. I was like, nah, that's not happening because we got one more bridge to cross.
It was not even going to work.
I said it was not going to work.
If they put you in a stretcher, they would have had to ask one of us to help as well.
Exactly.
There was no way, like, bro.
And the last bridge was like the worst one because it was literally like a proper drop.
Right,
you know what I mean? So it was like, it wasn't like, for them to put me on the stretcher, we'd have to all go down and go up because going over the bridge would be impossible. You'd only make it.
But another guy even came.
Yeah, and then eventually they sent two more, another lady and another guy. But this guy now is like, he was tall as shit, but he was super skinny. So I'm thinking he doesn't have the muscle power. Again, you're not supposed to judge a book by itself, but sometimes you look at the team and you go, maybe this is not the team that I need
maybe
right now to
the
pick
two
me
men
up.
could have done it. No, that sounds nah.
It was crazy. So anyway, so these two guys, they take it upon themselves, okay, they're just doing their job. They're going to carry me. They're going to take me back. I'm like, all right, fair. So I'm thinking, okay, this is doable.
They must have thought it was like some little, I don't know how they described it to the coastal guards,
but they didn't think it was that deep.
They sent two old ladies.
They did like a makeshift brace, so my leg wouldn't bend. So that was good, but I still needed to use the dog lead. So to be honest, the brace wasn't doing anything because it was no different than what I was doing with you guys, innit? So they're basically walking me back now. These guys are now going back to the car park. I'm thinking, okay, I'm in safe hands at least, all right? And these guys, they got an off-road vehicle. So this is the only vehicle that didn't even come from the car park because the car park was closed. It came from out of nowhere. Or I guess they just park it somewhere near the coast for these type of situations. And this is like a proper off-road vehicle. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to put me in the vehicle so I don't have to walk all the way and then we'll just drive back. So just before we get in the vehicle, all these guys are gone. It's just me and the coastal guards. And the tall guy, unfortunately, just because of the height differences here, this guy was like 2 meters or more. Like, this guy was really tall. And the other guy was like 5'5".
Nah,
he was not 5'5". Like, David, he was under, bro, his neck.
But if you got to think of it, he's got to go under, innit? Because he's got to do this.
Yeah, but standing next to me, like his head was on my shoulder, bro.
He must have been like 5'8". Like,
let's go 5'7".
Yeah, whatever. He was not whatever. Tall. It don't matter. The point wasn't he wasn't tall, but he wasn't like
yeah. It wasn't tiny, but I was like you know how like if I was leaning next to you, and I'm standing, my arm will be fairly high, and I'm actually leaning myself on you. Yeah. With this guy, I wasn't leaning on anything. My arm was just there.
It was just imbalanced because
the other guy was. So I'm going like this. By the way, I'm going like this. This is super uncomfortable. Just so you realize. Whereas before, I was like in the middle, and I'm actually applying pressure on both their shoulders, so I can actually hoist myself up a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway, the tall guy, unfortunately, because the floor was like uneven, kicked the back of my heel in.
Boy.
The pain
one job
that I thought I was going to feel when I first dislocated, or even the second time I fell. Nah, I felt it there, bro. Bro, it literally felt like someone just stabbed a knife in my knee. The amount of pain I was in, I was like, I was fighting demons, bro, to not swear. Because I know they're trying to help me.
Bro. You think I'm swearing, bro?
No, to not swear at the guy. He's just trying to do his job, but he was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, bro, I'm fighting to just keep everything like, it's fine, it's okay.
To be fair, after like them times there, like that's after like that's way over an hour.
Yeah.
So everything
in total.
everything's coming in now, innit?
My adrenaline's wearing off.
When you done your knee, adrenaline, whatever, like you're not really thinking about, like you're thinking about it, but it's not like, oh shit. Like,
It's a lot to process,
you know
innit?
what I mean?
But when it kicked me in, I was like,
It would have been worse.
this is insane.
It would have been worse if you broke your whole bone and it was sticking through your leg. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, knowing what I know,
Obviously,
I'm telling you right now, I'd have much rather have broken my bone.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Right now, yeah.
Right now, I'd have much rather broken my bone because I didn't realize just what it really meant to have your tendon ruptured.
In the moment, if you broke your bone.
In the moment, I'm just thinking it's gonna take some time to heal.
In the moment, if you broke your bone and your leg was sticking out, it would have been shit.
No, they would have had to hurry. To be honest, they definitely would have sent
that would have been worse in the moment, but in the
because
long
I would have
run,
been bleeding
yeah,
out.
in the long run, yeah, the tendon is worse just because, bro, you gotta like build the strength. But your tendon don't just come back like, oh yeah, like I'm stronger now, innit? You know what I mean? It's like
anyway, so I'm like these guys drive me as close as they can to the car park in their off-road vehicle. I'm thinking
this was the dumbest
there's
thing,
gonna be an ambulance waiting for me, right?
This is the dumbest thing I've seen.
Wrong. No ambulance. These guys said, yeah, where's your car? We're gonna put you in a car so you can get driven to the hospital in your own car. But bro, I was like, this is a joke.
Yo, NHS, I don't know who done this, but yeah.
No, that was mad.
Bro, this was the biggest violation. Bro, this is a waste of time.
Well, I literally felt I'm paying for nothing.
But we could have got there. Where did you pay for that?
Are you insane? No, I mean, we are paying for this. It's coming off of my bank account.
Why?
As in, bro, you pay for national insurance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for this shit, bro.
I thought you paid for the Coast of God, bro.
No, I didn't pay for the fucking Coast of God. It's like, bro, like, it's coming off of my statements, bro.
In this moment, I'm thinking, like, so we just done all of that, waited all that time for
a helicopter that didn't arrive and for an ambulance that doesn't exist.
An ambulance that they told us was going to be there way before, yeah. Oh, I'm getting cold. But yeah, and what's it called? Flipping, for us to get all the way back to the car park, there was not even one ambulance, and we still had to help you get in the car and flipping drive.
Yeah, they just gave me painkillers. Yeah, they gave me two paracetamols or whatever, and they said, yeah, have that, and that will brace you until you get to the hospital. Yeah. So at this point, you know, we arrive at the hospital. It was quite technical actually getting off the car because getting in I think was easy, but I think
getting in was
I fell asleep in the car.
Yeah,
I was asleep.
Nah, you killed me.
I just wanted to sleep because I feel like the only way to fight pain is sleep.
Wow.
Turn right onto Wood Lane.
Hungry, but I was just eating.
Yeah, you were starving, but I was dying. And so like I'm sitting across like the 3 back seats so my leg can be straight. But my BMW is like the seats at the back are kind of like.
Of course, you had to mention BMW.
No, bro, I had to do because they need to understand that the seats are not like
it's alright, bro.
Normal, you know, like the seat is just. Anyway, yeah, the back seats, yeah, are not flat. I would say they're like dipped in. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like when you sit, like your knees are kind of like up, right? So luckily, I was not on a flat surface to put my leg, so my leg was like rotated. Oh my, I was so uncomfortable.
But think about it. If that was in the Peugeot, you would have died. You would have died.
I would have died. I would have died. To be honest, I would have died. Yeah, that's fair. So
shout
I'm glad,
BMW, shout out BMW.
Yeah. But like, I get to the hospital. I've now fallen asleep with my leg twisted in an uncomfortable position. Yeah. And I just had to deal with it. Yeah. Right? So they get me off. Right? They put me on this makeshift wheelchair.
He almost killed you when you got it off.
Bro, yeah. I think this guy... He had murder on his mind, I'm telling you.
Now, to be fair like, he didn't...
The guy, he didn't... Because I don't think he understood just how much pain I was in. Because, again, I'm not screaming or complaining or anything. I just look normal. You know what I mean? So the guy's just thinking, yeah, just shuffle forward. I'm like, what do you mean shuffle forward? Like, I'm going to have to come out backwards, bro. Yeah. This is not as simple as just shuffle forward.
I'm trying to remember, how did you come out, though? Was it like...
I think we just had to open the back door and I just had to come out.
Did we lift one leg, though?
I think someone had to keep my leg up.
Yeah, no, I think was it the lady? I'm trying to remember.
No, it was him, bro. He hurt me.
Oh, yeah.
He grabbed my leg like this is a fucking... I don't know, bro. He grabbed my leg like it was a rope. It's like, no, bro. You need to keep it straight. Right? So I'm telling him, no, don't drop it. You need to keep my leg straight, please. He puts me on the wheelchair. They put me in. At this point, the lady's asking me mad questions. My leg is hurting.
You'd think, like if you broke a bone, you'd think like, oh, you come into hospital, they'll probably take you straight to emergency. Nah, bro. The questions, bro.
The questions, bro.
But they will hold you there for like
So, but they're registered. But here's the thing, yeah. The thing on my beef with the NHS is, I'm registered in the NHS. I'm in the system somewhere. Do you understand?
Of course. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
But like, it feels like it's only local because when you go somewhere else, you might be in the system, but they need to register you in that hospital when you're going there. Okay, so the lady's trying to get my information. She's trying to get information about me. I'm in so much pain. I'm just stressing. At this point, they haven't given me painkillers. I'm stressing. I'm scratching my head. Yeah, they're doing the whole thing. This guy's just making videos and laughing at me and stuff.
I showed him that video, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's just laughing at me. Madness.
I'm not an evil brother, you lot. Listen,
No.
you
It's funny,
understand,
isn't it? It's funny.
You understand, yeah. When we got to that hospital, yeah, bro, you had to see this thing, bro. The woman's all asking him, "Is this your address?" Bro, man's got a leg dislocated, bro. His legs all.
I'm in pain, yeah. So like, I'm like, these questions are stressing me out because they're asking me normal questions, but like at this point, keep in mind, yeah, it's now been nearly 2 hours since the event happened because it was an hour, right, since the events happened, and then we got in my car, and then the drive back to the hospital was at least another half an hour, and then a little bit of waiting and stuff. So we're like reaching nearly 2 hours since this incident happened. Adrenaline's wearing off. They're asking me mad questions, and my head, everything's hurting, bro. I'm stressing. Yo, guys, you're probably wondering what this is. Yeah, so you're probably watching that video, which I'm currently editing. But essentially, if you're wondering what's happened to the story, we run out of memory card space, so we're going to have to leave the events that then happened after whatever we left off when we arrived at the hospital onto episode 3. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. We weren't really expecting it to go that far, and to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to how much memory card space I had at the time. But now we've cleared it. Okay, so what we'll do is, upon recording episode 3, I will make sure to give you guys the second part to that story, and I would like to also thank you guys for making it this far. Yeah, this is a mad journey. Okay, I cringed to death making episode 1 alongside my brother, and I'm definitely cringing with episode 2, but I am getting extremely comfortable, okay, with doing this. So yeah, let's go all the way. Please subscribe, like, make sure you share, okay, and stay tuned. Turn on the bell notification thingy. Yeah, I'm much better than you, David. I'm making goddamn outros. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, enjoy the beginning though. I tried. I tried. I'm gonna really struggle with intros, okay? But yeah, just keep up with me. Yeah, stay tuned. Peace out. Bye.